Okay, today I'm going to react to a Steely Dan album from 1973. Context: my parents were in high school in 1973. They graduated high school in 1974. So I feel like I'm getting brought back to like the boomer heyday era. This is not my first Steely Dan reaction. I actually just recently compiled I called it the music of the 1960s and 1970s. It's mainly late 60s, by the way. So I just didn't want to just mistype. There's a lot of 1968 in here, and I don't want to like freak people out by calling it 70s like I did earlier. So I have The Last Waltz. I have some Chicago, Tanglewood, Jay Gales. I hate that one, but I hate the blues. So Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill, Jefferson Airplane, Quicksilver, Janis Joplin, Big Brother, blah blah blah. Okay, so my Beatles reactions are actually in a separate playlist. Mainly, I've done every Beatles album actually. I have to still do the like past masters and stuff like that, but I've done their main albums. I did Chicago, Moody Blues, The Doors, Jerry Garcia Band. I guess that's 1980s. I gotta remove this one. Remove from playlist. Plus I have a whole Grateful Dead playlist, but the Woodstock one I feel like stays here. I have a Grateful Dead playlist as well. That's whatever. I'll leave Help in here. After Midnight, that could have been the 80s, honestly. I don't know. Let's just remove it because I'm trying to be accurate here. But I have a whole separate playlist just for the Grateful Dead and for the Beatles. So just keep that in mind, and I will keep adding these new videos here. So I'm going to listen to the vinyl version of this album. I guess this is when albums were short. Like this is like the little one. I remember I had a record player growing up, and there was like the big ones, and then there was like the little ones that was like a single. So we'll see when they take this out of the record sleeve. But it's still only 21 minutes long instead of like 45 minutes long. So maybe it's a mini one. But I remember the singles were like really little. It's just like A, B. Okay. Also, what I do, don't be offended. I type my notes because it's how I process information. I don't have to pause all the time to talk. So I'll just say what I do. It's funny though, because some people go, you aren't even listening to the music, you're typing. I'm like, no, I'm listening to the music so much that I am typing, if that makes sense. Like, it's how I process it. I can't just sit there. I like actually get really bored. I'm ADD, so I have to have something with my hands. So I have to like fiddle with something or like play with the pencil or like do this or play with my dolls. Like I can't just like sit there and listen to music. I wish I could be chill like you guys. By the way, these are my fish show sunglasses. They say surrender to the flow, and they have a lizard on them because there's a song called The Lizards. Anyway, this is my Yoshi doll. He's from Nintendo. And let's see what I think of this. Battistavva. What is that? All right, 1973, side A, side B. Looks cool. Vinyl sounds cool. Let's bring it back. Wait, why is the record clear? That is the out record? That's crazy.
Bodhisattva, 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 look out!
Wow, that was a lot of sound. That was crazy. What I liked about that is there was a little bit of this like typical blues progression, but then they went off of it. They didn't just do the 1-4. So I guess for an A flat major. Then they went to the like 4. Yeah, they went to 1. Bodhisattva, and 1. Now instead of doing the 5-4, they did something a little different. They did like a minor 6 or something. So it was a little different. It wasn't so, most blues I kind of hate. It was kind of based on blues, but not. It was like at its core, yes, but then they did some variety that made it sound new, something different. I liked it. By the way, please subscribe if you're new. Secondly, if you want to request, go click on request form. This was donated, so they paid me money, so I do it faster. This is where my list comes from. See? This is where it is. Once it's green, I've done it, okay? So, like, if it's clear, I haven't done it yet. But look at all the greens that I've done. See? This is where my channel comes from. So if you want me to do something, just put the request. That link is found at the top of my page. See my channel? That's my cover of the crystal ship. But look, Linktree. Click there. It'll take you here. You can subscribe to all my social media. Request. If you want to donate, there's all the links to the money. Now, I liked that. I had to look up what a Bodhisattva, that's something else. Bodhisattva, it's a Buddhist thing. So, can you show me the shine of your Japan, the sparkle of your China? Can you show me? Obviously, this has 2 meanings. Sparkle of your China. It's like your actual china that you use on the table. The shine of your Japan. I went to Japan. There's some Buddhism there. There's also some Shintoism. But yeah, there's a lot of Buddhism there. But still, it's a very interesting idea of a song then put to like ding 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 ding. But I liked all the weird synthy stuff. See, I pay attention. You guys are like, she's typing. She's not even listening. I'm like, are you kidding me? I heard the gliss. I heard the weird when they took it in a sequence and they did the little thirds, dun, 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 the guitar. Then they took it up to another sequence. And then they did another little, I heard it all, okay? So I like it. I don't like it as much as their other album. Well, there's that really good Steely Dan song, which I called Yacht Rock, and you guys got all offended. You guys, if I want to go to a concert and wear like a cute sailor outfit and a nautical thing and like listen to like Toto Africa, dun, 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 let me call it Yacht Rock, okay? And I hear the drums echoing tonight. Da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Expectation. Dun, 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 dun. She's coming home, 12:30 flight. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ananda Serengeti. Dun, dun. And Rosanna, Rosanna. Let me do it. I know that it was an offensive, it's not, I still think it's real rock. Oh my God. Okay. I don't diminish the rock and roll. It's still rock and roll to me. Remember that song? Still rock and roll. Isn't that Billy Joel? Still rock and roll to me. Anyway, it's still rock and roll to me, even if I call it yacht rock, okay? I don't think this is yacht rock, though. To be clear, this Steely Dan album this was a blues-based rock and roll with a little bit new sounds of the 70s. Okay? I will have a different video for song number 2. So please subscribe. I'm going to roll them out slowly to leave you guys wanting more. Just give you a little bit, lead you back coming for more. It's easier to watch a short video anyway. All right, the next video will be track 2 of Steely Dan, this little record. Okay, I'll see you all next video. Bye.